This is a fact, not fiction. If you want to die, when you hear people say, if you want to die in prison, it's the easiest thing to do. Easiest thing to do. There's so many ways you can die. You go mess with the wrong person and say some crazy, you're going to die that day. You're going to die that day. So if you want to die, if somebody in prison tell you they want to die, they not telling you the truth. If you want to die, you can die. You go mess with them guards and do something you don't supposed to do or act like you trying to attack them, they'll kill you. You go mess with the wrong person in there, they'll kill you. You go in somebody say and take something that don't belong to you, they'll kill you. So if you want to die, you can die. So everybody in there that's living, they want to live. And you got to find what makes you want to live. You know, what makes you want to get back out here in society, get back out here to the people that love you. That's what you got to latch on to. If you don't have that to latch on to, then it ain't nothing going on for you in there. Sales was already little. That and Powhatan was probably the two smallest sales that I ever been in. And they was real little. But they was talking about putting another man in there with you. You know, so that is a whole nother element in itself. You know, that's something that most people out here in society can't understand. You know, when you have to live under those conditions, when you have to be in a room with another dude that cell is probably 8 by 10. It's probably the size of the average person with a regular home bathroom. And you got to be in there with another man and all day, every day. He used the bathroom in front of you. You use the bathroom in front of him. You know, you smell him, he smell you. That in itself alone is dehumanizing, you know. And then when they feed, sometimes they got to feed you in your cell. A lot of times, well, matter of fact, they fed you all the time in the wall in your cell. When I was there, they was feeding in the cell. There was no kitchen. So they feeding you in your cell. So you eating in the same cell that you use the bathroom in. You know, this is how we living. You know, but they say we human, but they not treating us like we human. You know, but this is the things that you have to get used to. This is the things that the average person that you ask them right here now in society to go sit in your bathroom and have lunch, have dinner. And they think you crazy. But this is what we got to do every day in there. Every day. This is how we had to live. I went to Augusta, yeah, which was a whole nother element in itself. I was way, way up there in the mountains, and it was super duper racist. I think they might have had, like, when I was there, might have been open about 3 to 5 years, and they might have had about, out of 2,000 people worked there, probably 5 of them was African American or any other race besides Caucasian. And they let you know it, you know. And they let you know it. So that was something else that I had to adapt to. That's part of prison. Whenever they want to send you, because you like cattle, you go wherever they tell you to go. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? If they say pack your stuff today, you leaving tomorrow, or you going. You going, either by force, but you are going. Yeah, I had to go up there, and I got up there in Augusta, man, and I had to adapt again. After I just got used to being in all of this chaos, I had to now deal with a whole nother chaos, you know, and learn this environment, learn what's going on here, learn how the dudes are here, how they're acting here, how the officers is acting here, how the warden is running this institution there. So these are all these things you have to learn every day. Is something different. But the one thing that remains constant in prison is violence. Violence is always there. It's always there. That's what controls everything. And when you look at society, it's the same way. But people just don't look at it like that. You wouldn't listen to a cop if he didn't have a gun. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't listen to the army if they didn't have tanks. You listen to them because they're using violence and they're using force. And sometimes they don't have to use it, but the threat is there. You know it's there. You see the gun on his hip. And in prison, you know that violence is there. So people respect that if they don't respect you. That's what I was saying at first. You may not respect the officer, but you do what he tell you to do because you know he has the authority. But furthermore, you know he has that violence behind him. We can see that with what's going on today. When you get in there, that's the main thing that you need to know. So with every prison you go to, you need to find out the level of what's going on there. So when I got to Augusta, I had to find out the level of what was going on there. And every prison you go to, when you get in there, you learn more as you go. Because like I say, when I went in the war, I listened to the dude and I talked to him and engaged in conversation with him and bought the glasses or whatnot and ended up in which could have been a fatal confrontation. But so now when I go to Augusta, I don't talk to nobody, you know. And people come up to me and try to talk to me, I don't talk to them because I don't know you, you know, and I don't want to get to know you. I have to get at a comfort level to see what's going on, to see how people are here before I even start to engage in conversation. I would go in a cell with a cell partner and he right there with me every day and not talk to him because I don't know him. And we got to move around each other and maneuver around each other all day in an 8x10 cell. So this is life in prison. So that's why I say when you in there, these are things that's every day that you have to deal with and you have to learn.